Thanks again for being here. I'd like to start by thanking, first of all, Cassie Johnson and our PTC. Their wonderful efforts and their work with the fundraiser every fall that made tonight possible. Without their efforts and your efforts in contributing to that fundraiser and being such a big part of that, and our Mason County Central family, this would not happen. So I'm very thankful for Cassie and the team, the PTC, and all of you that contribute. It's just a wonderful PTC, and you do a wonderful job with that. I'd also like to thank our teachers for being here tonight, our staff members. I'm really thrilled to be a part of this evening. It's great to have you here, and thank you. And all of you parents, grandparents, it's just great. Just thrilled that you're here to celebrate 4 reasons that we're here tonight. I'd like to talk about those briefly, and then highlight what our evening looks like, and then share the story with you. Okay? So, for starters, the first reason we're here tonight is to celebrate literacy. Every child today will walk away with this book. One of our main goals here at school is to get books in the hands of children. And so, everything we do in school focuses around literacy and making sure that we do all we can to improve our reading and become the best readers that we can be. The key to our children's future is really that literacy and that reading. So that's really the celebration tonight. It's been a month-long celebration of reading. We've been working hard with the children, and both our children and teachers have been working hard here at school for the reading month, and we'd like to celebrate that. Secondly, to honor our hardworking families and our everyday heroes. Third, to empower each other through hope, love, and kindness. And fourth, to encourage everyone in here tonight to dream big. And a read from the stars to remind you that there's nothing that you can't accomplish if you keep your nose to the grindstone. Those are the 4 main reasons tonight that we're here, okay? So, a couple housekeeping things. First, we're going to read and listen to the story here this evening. We have some teachers and staff members around to show pictures. I wanted to be a little bit more personal with the book versus an overhead. So, kind of look at the story that way. All of you will get a more intimate look this evening or tomorrow when you read this with the children and spend time with them looking at the story as well. We're going to read and listen first, and then we will dismiss to our classrooms where we will honor our heroes and every student get a copy of our book here tonight, and then at the end we'll have some cookies and punch. So in about an hour, we should really be finishing up with our evening here, so it shouldn't take too long. We know that you all have busy schedules and you're all hard working and those things too. So now, before I read, I want to connect a couple of things to you with the story so that you understand a little bit more about the story and where we're going with things here. Everyone in this room, knowing the families, knowing our children, we are and you are blue collar. We are a hardworking community, and we do all we can to make ends meet. And tonight is very important that we honor and celebrate that. The people in this room are not afraid of 40, 50, 60-hour work weeks and balancing that and going home and spending time with your children. And you need to be honored for that. You need to be celebrated for that because it's not easy. I've done it myself and all my colleagues, many of us, all of us. We know what that's like, and we need to be honored and celebrated for that. And that's part of what this book is meant to do. I hope that you make a connection with some of the characters. One of them is Amelia, who's the woman in the character who is a single parent, and she ends up taking her family and moving to Scottville for a better start, for a better tomorrow. She's not afraid to work. She's also not afraid at the end of the day to tuck her children in, spend time with them, and teach them lessons about love and hope and kindness. And that's what you do. That's what we do as educators. That's what you do as family members. And those are the kind of things that make a difference in our children's lives. And I wanted to honor and celebrate through these pages as well. Okay, so it's very important that we kind of tune into that. Hopefully you can identify with some of the characters in the story. Maybe some of you have been in a situation where you've been bullied. Not just the children here, the adults, myself included. Identify with that. And then when we're done here tonight, when we walk out here, we honor our everyday heroes, then we can make the pact that we're going to have a better tomorrow by practicing the things we're going to talk about tonight. Because we know what that's good, like, it's hurtful. And we want to encourage and empower our children for a better tomorrow. So, the final thing that I want to make a connection before I read this, and then I'm done that way, but I have to know is dreaming big, okay? Children, this is my stage right here with your parents here to let you know and tell you how important it is to chase your dreams and to never give them up, okay? You're looking at that fellow right here, 48 years. This is a dream come true for me tonight, right here. I never put that dream. I didn't just fold it away in my back pocket. I kept thinking about it and focusing on it. And I've got more dreams. This one comes true tonight. And my children here in front of me and my parents right here have made that happen and encouraged me and empowered me and inspired me to create this. You know, it was my dream 15 years ago that I would sit here with this community and capture in a story the things that I feel most important about, and then be able to give every child a book. And it doesn't get any better than that. And that's a dream come true for me, and I want to tell you and encourage you that you can do those same things. And children, have conversations with your parents. Your parents still have dreams. They still have lots of goals. Communicate and talk to your parents about that. Parents and children, inspire them, because there's nothing you can't do if you believe in yourself and the people around us believe in each other and believe in one another. That's what we do here in our community, in our school, and we're going to keep doing it here in Scott, because that makes us special. That makes this community special. Okay? So, I'm going to brought some water up here. I've been talking a lot here, and I'm going to do my best to attempt to read this. Now, I can't read this like Mrs. Daniel said, or Mrs. Moore said, or the teachers here. And I've watched a couple of them this past week, and it really touches your heart when you see someone else reading your story. And our teachers are so wonderful how they get the children on their level, and they use their voice, their intonation, their inflection, and making the children come alive and talking about the characters. I'll do my best, but that's not really my cup of tea. I'm going to do my best. So, teachers, if we could spread out, and so that we can show the pictures as we turn the pages here. We're going to get started. We could have, okay, we do have Mrs. Daring, as you can see. Okay. So we have some teachers here that are holding the story. We'll see them later on too, when you're scholarly. So. The moment time stood still. The bus went bumping along down the hilly road to the place they lived. 8-year-old Ben Garcia sat with his 6-year-old sister Hilda, making a long trip home from school. They lived in a country where they had lots of room to run and play during every season of the year. They lived in a small house with their hard-working mother, Amelia. The house was light green, which seemed to match the great green wilderness where they spent the summer months. It was winter now, though, and it was cold and getting dark when they finally stepped off the bus. It was the kind of day you would just like to snuggle on the couch with Mom in a fluffy blanket and have her read and tell stories and drink hot chocolate. Ben and Tilda's mother was good at that, and often when coming home from work, would tuck them in the couch and read to them, share lessons about love, kindness, and doing your best before they all drifted off to sleep. Unlocking the door was Ben's job, and each day made him think of summer and his father. Ben reached out beside the porch step and moved the large rock. Under it, he kept the key to the house. The rock was a special rock, too. His father gave it to him 3 summers ago after long days of working in the fields. He loved that rock. Oh, he loved that rock. He spent many summer days sitting and standing on it, remembering his father. Ben and Tilda finished their snack of crackers and cheese and turned on the TV. They heard the door open sooner today than usual, and of course, it was Mom. They greeted her with hugs and kisses. Mom said, "Ben and Tilda, come with me. I have something to share with you." I've waited to tell you until I have a new job, and I do now. So I'll be leaving the baby food plant in Fremont, and we'll be moving to SCOTTVILLE in Mason County. I have a new job at the local mushroom plant there, and we'll be staying in a small house on Beacon Street until we find something in the country. I'm not going to be very hard. Everything will be okay. We'll be leaving after the weekend. Ben wasn't so happy. He's actually a little scared. 4th grade is hard enough, he said. Now I have to find new friends. Mom shrugged. You'll be okay, Ben, as long as you practice the lessons I've been teaching you about love, kindness, doing your best. It's not me I'm worried about. It's other kids. They can be so mean, Ben replied. Mom gently told him, "That's why I've been sharing those lessons with you, Ben. Others need to see you being all those things even more when they're mean. People aren't born mean." Ben, and when they hurt others, it shows they're hurting themselves. And they're mostly with love, kindness, and friendship. Okay, Mom, I know we'll be fine. I just want today to be over. The Garcias ate hot dogs and french fries together before settling out. It had been a long day, and really they were all a little bit scared, but they had one another. So they snuggled in for reading and stories before drifting off to sleep. The first day of school is always a bit hard. In the middle of the year, it's even harder. As Ben entered the door, he was greeted by the principal, Mr. Kimson. Good morning, Ben. We've been waiting for you, and soon you'll find it's great to be a Spartan. Ben smiled sheepishly as Mr. Kimson showed him around and introduced him to a couple of students in his class. They seemed nice, Ben thought to himself, as he moved about making the best of things. Ben was introduced to his teacher, and she shared with him, "We practice correct choices at MCC. This means respect, responsibility, cooperation, and safety." He also noticed the anti-bullying sign behind him, which said, "Not in our school." And students' names were written on large white posters. It seemed too good to be true, Ben thought. He also wondered if his sister Tilda was having a good day, and his mom was getting along and getting her new job. It was hard for Ben to focus on schoolwork. He knew something had to go wrong today, and sure enough, it did, or so he thought at first. It wasn't the burritos, which were not quite as tasty as his Uncle Jose's. It wasn't going outside in the weather, which was cold. He was so close to winning. It wasn't the classwork, which he knew he could do with a little more focus and less distraction. It came just after lunch in the hallway as he stood face to face with a boy named Stu. Ben had been walking through his locker with Sonny, Andre, and John from his class when it happened. The moment time stood still. Everybody knew Stu, and many were afraid of him and walked the other way. He didn't have any friends. Stu pushed Ben hard in the back and said, "Stupid new kid, you can't even walk in the hallway." Then stood waiting for what Ben would do next. Time stopped. You could hear a pin drop on a bale of hay. This is a most important moment. Ben thought of the rock his father had given him. He thought of his mother's many teachings. Time stood still as Ben took a step back, raised his finger, and pointed towards the boy. Sonny, Andre, and John stood silent, each thinking, what would Ben do next? Ben, with courage in his voice, said, "I know you, and lots like you. And you're mean to others because you've been hurt by others. And you're mean to others because that's what you know. I also know people like you need friends and kindness more than anything." Sonny gasped. "Yeah, knock that stuff off, Stu, and I'd be your friend." John stepped in. "Our school's about respecting others and being good. Why don't you try that, Stu?" Andre, who never says anything, piped in. "Remember correct choices? Cooperation, safety, responsibility, respect." Stu was speechless. He had never had anyone respond like that, and he didn't know what to say. He turned away quickly and sadly, and he hurried away Ben right after. Wait, Stu, let's fix this." The others followed Ben. Stu stopped and turned to face Ben. Ben said, "The first thing I heard today coming to this new school was that here we treat others well and kind. I sensed it different here. If John and Andre and Sonny believe this, my teacher believes this, and I want to believe this on the first day of school here, why don't you try?" "Let's be friends, Stu." Ben reached out his hand. Stu shook it. John, Andre, and Sonny each reached out as well. Stu reached back. That night later, Mom asked Hilda then how things were at school today. Hilda loved her new teacher and how bright the school was. Her teacher was pretty and smart, and the children were kind. They talked about correct choices, respect, responsibility, cooperation. See, it was fun, Hilda said. Ben said, I think this school will be just fine, Mom. And with a twinkle in his eye, he added, thanks, Mom, for everything. Amelia asked if the school had anything special this year. Ben said, let's just say the school is a lot like you. Amelia didn't ask any more questions. She got his point. He'll tell me more in time, she thought to herself. That night, Ben couldn't sleep very well. He was looking forward to the next day of school. His new friend John, Andre, Sonny, and Stu. He thought of his new teacher, his new principal, how clean the school was, and how nice the office smelled. He thought about correct choices. His father, his rock, and the moment time stood still. The end. So once again, to summarize, Amelia, you represented you. If you can relate to Amelia, thank you so much for your hard work, for your children, our children, every day. When you work your fingers to the bone, you still find time at night to tuck your children in, spend quality time with them, and talk to them about things like loving kindness and love, giving them specific examples of what that looks like. Because that will change our world for the better. It starts with all of us. It's a perfect opportunity to celebrate literacy, celebrate the gift of being able to read, and the hard work that our teachers and our children and our parents put in during this month to become the best we possibly can. To chase our dreams, to never give up, to believe in yourself, to believe in your children, to believe in your parents, to believe in your aunts and uncles and your grandparents and those that love you. And that's what tonight's all about. And now, the focus is about everyday heroes. Amelia is an everyday hero. When we were sitting with school improvement and our team, well, how do we want this to go? And it just came to us. We need to honor our everyday heroes in this room, in this building, in this room. So we spent a couple of weeks doing some lessons in writing. And our children tonight have chosen some of you in this very room that are their heroes. And what we're going to do here shortly is we're going to move our classes with our teacher. I didn't really expect this many people, so I'm not sure how we're going to organize this. But we'll go and we'll celebrate and honor our heroes tonight. And then when the teachers are done honoring the way they chose to by reading and celebrating, then there will be cookies and punch out there in the foyer. Make yourself at home and grab some of those snacks before you leave. So thank you again for coming tonight to our parent involvement night. And at this point, we will have, I see our third grade teachers, Mrs. Terry and Mrs. Chalco. And I see